Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. I am back again, as I was in the last few days, with another Helicath team. This one is gonna be the Hellbat. I don't know if it was already given a name or not, but I like the way it sounds. And basically, the team that I'm talking about is actually the Batman Forever team, but instead of using, Rhazin or Cernic for one of the positions, we're going to use Helicath in there. Reason being, honestly, I'm not sure if he's better than Cernic, but he's definitely better than the other two as a DPS for this type of team. So, the team that I'm gonna be showing today is gonna be the budget version. So let's call it the budget Hellbat, okay? So it's gonna be as budget as it can actually get, and at least what I'm gonna showcase, it's gonna be the best one because it is Spirit. And the Batman Forever type teams usually are not as affinity friendly in a sense of you have to bring either a Doom Priest to cleanse it or some other way to deal with it, but it's usually Doom Priest is your Doom Priest or to Hanorak are your best bet to cleansing, the decreased speed and the stun. But let's have a look at the run, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna explain the rotation, we're gonna explain the builds, the usual, what other options we have to use against for this team. So see you in a bit. And we are back. So honestly, the damage is not so bad, almost 50 million. And when we think about it, it's the worst affinity possible. If we're facing Spirit, we are forced to bring Doom Priest for the cleanser to Hanorak, like I said. And then at the same time, the DPS that I use is because, like I said, I try to make it as budget as possible. So I brought the most free-to-play DPS possible in Rhazin. Again, he is wrong affinity, so it is a little bit tricky. But if you look at it, 50 million with these stats, I'm gonna show you the stats that I have, is not so bad. And considering the fact that this team is actually full auto from the beginning, it's a good team to have. So this is just a basic. Like I said, this one can go to an easy 1-kill True Nightmare, or you can do insane damage. I've seen people do 150 million or something like that with this type of team. I'm gonna try and make it on my, with the best that I have. I just need to farm back some more silver because, lots of content equals goodbye silver. So I'm gonna try to make the best as I can and, release it in the next few days. But, the damage is overall Helicath 13.6 million, it's double of Warcaster, and I'm quite sure Warcaster does roughly the same, if not more, than Rhazin. So you can imagine having Helicath in this team is definitely better than Rhazin. Rhazin 6.8, like I said, he's just basic. He didn't land decrease defense weaken a lot of times, so you know, it is what it is. We used what we could. In Rhazin spot, you can use an Anax, you can use a Thane, you can use a Dracomorph, you can, you know, DPSs are, the options are endless. You can even use Ninja. Just for Ninja, I think it's a little bit of a different speed, but that's something that I'm gonna, like I said, again, I'm gonna come up with that video in the next few days when I'm going to be using Ninja as the main DPS, because you know we want to show some numbers because Ninja's a monster for that. Seeker 14.4 million. Seeker actually having a retaliation, so that's why he's doing so good. And Dumpri 7.4 million. I put it in toxic because we have no poisons in here. At the end of the day, we could even get Warcaster in a poison as well if you do not bring any other poisoners. So if this would be something roughly like the team that you would build, you can make Warcaster, since his damage is not so crazy, bring him in a toxic as well. Then having two people in toxic will give another 2-3 million, you know, per person just from the toxics. But let's look at the preset now. So the way that you put this preset, it works for Ultra Nightmare, Nightmare, Brutal, and it works on all affinities, and it's full auto from the beginning. So basically what you need to do is Helicath, open with the A1, then priority A3, second priority A2. You know, just want to make sure that he uses the right skills. Rhazin, nothing. Warcaster, make him prioritize his A3. Lock his A2 because it doesn't do that much damage. Plus, you do not want to, even though you're not giving him accuracy, you do not want to have a random debuff placed on the clan boss. You're trying to let as much space as you can for the poisons. Then Seeker, you open with the A1. Make sure this one happens, because otherwise he's gonna fall out of sync, he's not gonna tune in well. And then Doom Priest, nothing. The speeds that you need here are a little bit tight for this type of team, but let me actually show you here because it's easier to see straight on the website. So I'm gonna link this as well. I'm gonna put the link in the description for the speeds, and then you can go, you know, if you want to test stuff out with different speeds, you can always just go into the, you know, to the calculator and just see, like, if you load the speed, if you increase it, if you add it, you know, that's the best way to test it. And then always remember to check the other ones as well, because the preset is the same for all difficulties. You do not have to worry that, like, oh, maybe on Brutal I need to do some extra turns or some other stuff, or, you know, you just need to check the speeds if you want to change stuff, and you should be good to go. But yeah, the way this one works is, like, you know, you can actually get some insane damage out of it. You can have both of the DPSs in Relentless, as long as you follow the indications here saying, you know, the faster DPS has to the fast DPS has to be faster than, you know, the 246, which in our case is the Helicath. So, you know, these are the stats. Like I said, I'm gonna link it, you can see it. Let me just show you the builds so that you see roughly what I had, and, you know, check to see if it's achievable for you or not. The thing is, it's not so crazy speed for like one specific person, but it's everybody has higher speeds in order to make it go that 2-to-1 ratio, you know. So Rhazin, I have 246 speed, like, you know, in that slot. I didn't put him in Relentless, I didn't put him in anything better. I just left random sets because, like I said, I wanted to be as relatable as possible. These are his masteries. You definitely want, for this type of team, since you are tanking the stun, you want to get deterrence on all of your champions in there, because, you know, that extra chance to counterattack when somebody's stunned can actually pump out a lot more damage. Then Helicath build, again, random pieces, just one crit rate and one random stone skin piece. This is his speed, decent stats, like building for damage. Didn't really care about his accuracy to land the weaken, because that's what we have Rhazin in there for. And these are his masteries. Masteries that I took for him are, you know, the basic ones here, the basic clan boss ones, but the ones on the right hand side, I took masteries in case I'm going to use them in a different area of the game, plus steadfast to avoid the stun targeting him. Then Warcaster, same thing, just I took him the defense tree, because him being void, it's less likely that he's gonna be the target for the stun. So, you know, this makes it easier. Then we have Doom Priest, you know, standard masters again. This one we could change. Grim Resolve we could put into Heart of Glory, but I'm not gonna resell my Doom Priest just for the sake of this. And the support tree, you don't necessarily want steadfast, you would like to go defensive tree and go deterrence, because you do not want to dodge Doom Priest getting the stun, because you don't care, as she can cleanse herself, and she does have a skill that needs to fall into sync on this speed tune. And then Seeker, like I said, Retaliation, Doom Priest in Toxic, 220 speed. You know, just exactly the speed that shows there, 100% crit rate. Nothing too crazy because, you know, she's more support, she doesn't smack as hard. She just helps us against that Spirit Affinity. And then we have Seeker. Seeker's 248, decent attack, decent crit damage, to be fair, in Retaliation. I got him in Retaliation for that extra bit of damage, plus the 2 revenge pieces. Like, you know, I got lucky. I bought them from the, you know, everybody can buy them from the clan shop and you can get there. But even if he wasn't in Retaliation, drop 5 million from his damage and the team is still an easy 2-key, you know, with the budget version that I showed. But yeah, this is gonna be it for the video today. It's trying to keep it shorter, even though I usually fail. But this is gonna be for the video today. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope this one helps you out there. And like I said, in a few days I'm gonna release the one that's actually wonky, and you know, I'm gonna try and push that one to the max, depending on how much silver I have. But thank you for watching, everyone. I will see you in the next one. Peace, love, take care, bye.